Here's everything you need to know about the first season of Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt. 4 women have been living in an underground bunker for 15 years as part of an apocalypse cult led by Reverend Richard Wayne Gary Wayne. After the women are rescued by the police, a video about the story goes viral and they become known as the Indiana Mole Woman. Spunky Kimmy Schmidt doesn't like being seen as a victim, and she decides to start over in New York City.
I have to get my life back.
Kimmy goes searching for an apartment and meets eccentric landlord Lillian and one of her tenants, flamboyant Titus. On the verge of being evicted, Titus agrees to take Kimmy in as a roommate if she gets a job. While on the job hunt, she spies a boy named Buckley stealing candy and decides to take him home to his parents. Kimmy meets his mother, a wealthy housewife named Jacqueline Voorhees, and agrees to become her new nanny.
You'll need to be here by 6 every morning to get Buckley up for school. Then get me up at 10, but don't wake me up.
She also meets Charles, Buckley's cute tutor. Now employed, Kimmy moves in with Titus. She confesses to Titus that she's one of the Mole Women.
I just want to be a normal person, and I can't.
He confesses his own secret. He's just a normal kid from Mississippi trying to make it on Broadway. The two friends make a pact to not give up on their dreams. Kimmy is tasked with throwing a perfect birthday party for Buckley. She meets Jacqueline's stepdaughter, spoiled teenager Xanthopy, who lies and brags to her friends to cover up her insecurities. Jacqueline's husband fails to come to Buckley's party, and Kimmy learns that their marriage is a sham. A flashback to Jacqueline's past reveals that she grew up on a Lakota reservation and has been hiding her true identity all this time. Jacqueline sets Kimmy up on her first date, but ends up being with an elderly rich man with dementia. Xanthopy is suspicious of Kimmy's mysterious past and vows to get her fired. Having her own secrets, Jacqueline decides to overlook Kimmy's past, and the two of them bond. Kimmy decides to visit Jacqueline's plastic surgeon so she won't be recognized as a mole woman. Titus auditions for a role on Broadway.
And I will crush that Spider-Man, and then that other Spider-Man.
He reunites with his rival, the successful actor Coriolanus Burt, which inspires him to work harder to achieve his dream. Kimmy realizes that she can't run away from her problems and decides not to get surgery after all. Charles gives Kimmy her first kiss. Kimmy tells Charles that she loves him, which he doesn't reciprocate. Cindy, one of the other women from the bunker, comes to visit with her fiancé Brandon. It's apparent that Cindy is milking the whole mole woman thing for money and attention. Kimmy and Titus discover that Brandon is gay.
Gay as a penguin.
Cindy doesn't care that she's living a lie, which makes Kimmy want to work even harder to succeed. Kimmy starts a GED program where she meets a cute Vietnamese guy named Dong. Titus and Lillian sneak into Jacqueline's house to record a music video for his song Pinot Noir. They meet Xanthopy, who's been throwing parties at her house, and they all make an agreement not to rat on each other. Jacqueline's husband finally comes home from his business trip. Kimmy gets dressed up for a fancy cocktail party at the Voorhees house, where she flirts with a rich hunk named Logan Beekman. Jacqueline feels competitive with the Japanese robot that's been occupying her husband's time, and she and Titus murder it together. Kimmy starts dating Logan. Meanwhile, Dong tutors her in math, and the two realize they have romantic chemistry. Jacqueline considers getting a divorce, but is afraid of losing her husband's money. She sees how Kimmy lives and is terrified of becoming poor. Dong is heartbroken to see Kimmy on a date with another guy. Kimmy and Titus throw a party for her 30th birthday. Logan and Dong compete for her affection, and it's obvious that Dong is a better match for her. The boys get into a fight at the party. Kimmy meets her stepfather Randy and half-sister Kimmy for the first time. Their relationship gets off to a rocky start, but they decide to be a family.
Kimmy, I'm sorry that you hate your life, but I don't want you to hate me.
Logan tries to get Dong deported to keep him from Kimmy. She finds out about Logan's plan and breaks up with him. Kimmy confesses her feelings for Dong, and he asks her to marry him so he can stay in the US.
I know it's pretty crazy, but just think about it, okay? No pressure.
Titus is getting rejected for roles because he can't pass for straight, so he seeks help from an acting coach. Xanthopy's mother tries to make her move home, and she asks for Kimmy's help, but her plan fails. Kimmy gets summoned to testify against Richard Wayne Gary Wayne in court, but refuses to go. She joins Jacqueline's cycling class, but realizes it's just another cult. Kimmy finally decides to go home to Indiana for the rest of the trial. She and the other mole women revisit their bunker to collect evidence. Randy agrees to keep watch for them, but he leaves. The mole women get trapped in the bunker again, and tensions are high. Kimmy and the other women devise a plan to escape and make it back to the courthouse. Kimmy exposes the Reverend in court, and they win the trial. Jacqueline's having a breakdown due to her divorce, so she and Lillian embark on a road trip together to support Kimmy. Jacqueline decides to go home to South Dakota, while Dong marries a random woman to stop from getting deported. Titus's long-lost wife Vonda travels to New York to make him come home. Now you're all caught up. Let us know what other shows you want us to recap, and don't forget to like and subscribe.